Hey everyone, Bob Bush with North Prairie Livestock Company. Tonight I'm just, this evening here, we're just going to show you what we do for our cattle during the winter time. Now, this is just one of our shelters that we use. It's not real big. We probably have about 1.5 acres, 2 acres of timber here on the downside of a hill. And it's got some cedar trees, and this is where we kind of go when we get pretty bad wind in that. The last couple days we've had some pretty heavy storms. We have had about 2.5 inches of rain here in the last day and a half, and last night the winds picked up really hard and started snowing and blowing really hard. So when it's supposed to do that again tonight, it's supposed to get about 25-30 mile-an-hour winds. And so this is one of the areas where I set up the shelter for the cattle to get them out of the wind at night and during the day so they can get in here and graze. Earlier today I came down and unrolled a bale of hay for the cows, and it's pretty comfortable down here right now. The wind is blowing pretty hard up there on top of the hill, and here in our area in Nebraska we don't have a whole lot of timber. It gets pretty open and we're on a lot of hills and that, so we take advantage of some of these areas that we have. Like tonight it's supposed to get down to about not super cold, but about 18 degrees, and then if you factor in the wind chill, now you're starting to look at anywhere from 0 to -5 to -10 degrees. So I like to make sure the cattle are comfortable on days like this, so they don't burn as much energy, and it kind of lessens their feed requirements. And the other thing too is key during the winter time after these storms with the rain and that stuff. With the rain they will get wet, but you really got to keep an eye on them if they get wet and the temperature drops really low. But these guys, they're pretty they're nice and dry. They don't have mud on them, and that's a real big thing, is not having the mud on the cattle. And as you can see as we'll walk through here, they're calm right now, and they're pretty happy. So they're nice and dry, and they should have a really good night tonight. So these are a couple of our calves here, and right there is Big Mama. She just gets fat looking at the grass. She's a pretty hardy cow. So, but yeah, so we just picked out an area. We found this spot in this timber here. It's a nice kind of long alley. We just took the hay and we unrolled it here. So, and these are all of our South Pole cows and calves in here. Yeah, except for him. He's part South Pole, but he's a steer. But he looks good though. He's a nice fat steer. And so anyways, I'll just show you what we did. And we unrolled the hay, and we spread it out too. The cattle spread it out to themselves, but tonight too they'll have a nice place to lay down, and that's kind of nice for them too when they have a area to lay down to get off the cold ground. A little bit of insulation is nice on them. It kind of takes the stress off of them a little bit, off their body and that. So. That's one of our bulls there. We're getting ready to pull our bulls here this week, and the bulls that are the bull calves, they're right around anywhere from 9 months to 7 months of age. We're going to be pulling them off and weaning them here. We'll do a video on that here coming up in the next couple days. So, but anyways, just wanted to show you what we did. That's another one of our steers right there with the little skers on there. That's another one of our bulls as well. But they're all doing good. They're nice and dry, and we got a pretty good winter hair coat on them. So anyways, I just wanted to show you what we did for our shelter. This is just one of them that we use. We do have some portable windbreaks. They're sort of portable, but they are helpful in some more open areas that we use. And I'll probably go through some of that too as we go through winter here. We still have several months of winter left, and hopefully it's not too bad this year. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good night.